floor is yours, Georgia.
I'm always starting it off. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to our Married to Wine vlog. And this afternoon we're going to be tasting something really special. Special in the sense of wine, special in the sense of packaging, and special in the sense of the person behind it, or the persons behind it. People. Is there such a thing as persons? No. All right. So the property is Beyerskloof, synonymous with Mr. Beyers Truter himself. I don't use the term. I'll open it. I don't use the term very frequently, but in this case, I will use it with a smile on my face. And he's a legend. Beyers, to me, personally, my biggest mentor in the wine industry, and a true legend with regards to a varietal that we're very, very comfortable with and we enjoy a lot, Pinotage. And then he's got his son, Anri, who's the man behind this specific synergy. Right, the synergy. I'm speaking a lot now. You got to come in here.
No, I'm waiting for you.
So,
you're talking a lot. So I don't want to. I just want to disrupt your synergy.
Okay, go ahead from here.
No, go
okay,
ahead.
so the synergy that we're tasting today, the 2018, is not only a synergy called a synergy, but it's a synergy of the 7 varietals used, dominated by, of course, Pinotage, which makes us a Cape blend, and there's some Cabernet Sauvignon, there's some Merlot, there's some Shiraz, there's some Cabernet Franc. But what I find extremely elegant about this wine is it's exactly what I enjoy in a wine. Being it summer, being it winter. It's got elegance, it's got body, it's got a little bit of everything, no? And I'd like to...
Open the wine.
Okay, but...
I will. The moment you stop, then
sorry.
I can also have a word.
Sorry.
He's in awe of Beyerskloof. He always has been. He loves Beyers as much as I do. And what's interesting about the wines that we featured on our website for this month, there's quite a few reds, but they're all different in personality and how you enjoy them. And Beyers himself has said often in many wine shows that he presents and at the Klanker Kunstefeest, I mean, like, my family will phone me and say, guess who we had a glass of wine with? Beyers Truter. And then they were in the back of one of his shows, but they had a glass of wine with him. That's how far his name precedes him. And he's one of the quickest people to tell you, add some ice to your wine if you want to, or drink it at a warmer or a cooler temperature if you want to. Have it at a braai or have it in your bathtub. And that's what makes him so loved in this industry. He says, here's the wine. I've got wines of different quality tiers. You can go and choose how you enjoy them. Somebody like Georgia and I can guide you on how to not, or how to feature the wine as in when you dine or when you have food and things. But we also can't tell you how to enjoy it. But this is a wine that really punches above its weight, but it's also slotting in right there in the middle. So if you have a braai, it's not a wine, it's definitely not a mediocre wine, and it's definitely not a wine that you've got to really put your hands deep into your pocket and say, can I afford it or not?
That's about 120 Rand a bottle.
It's an excellent price with excellent bang for your buck. And how we want to pair it or marry the flavor of this wine with braai is, I will leave that up to you to talk about that. But a wine that's got enough acidity, and that's where Pinotage comes in. Pinotage has a natural high acidity. If you want that little bit of extra fat on your lamb chop, Pinotage is the wine that will come and kind of give your palate some relief. But then there's enough fruit, so it's got all these other wines that forms part of the synergy. It's got a bit more backbone structure like the Cab, or Shiraz will bring a bit more spice, coriander spice, all that braai spice. To me, it's a perfect wine for
But that's the versatility. Although this is a blend, that's the versatility of Pinotage. And exactly what you're saying. You complement most meats, especially venison. I mean, this evening we don't have venison on the braai, but I mean, most meats will go extremely well. Give me 2 seconds, Bella. I need to say something before we even talk about the wine.
Sure,
something that I have to say. And not that he needs any more introduction than what he already has. But I mean, Beyers, I was privileged one day to spend a night at Beyers' house, and he's got a very special cellar. And just to tell you, just to show what type of individual Beyers is, he pulled the cork of 12, 13 exceptional world-class wines, Cape Winemakers Guild wines, Canon Corp wines that he still made, and nothing was done. He pulled the cork, he opened the bottle, and he says, "If you have any questions on the wine, just let me know." And he left it. That's it.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy it. That's it. And that's exactly
That's
the
what it was
individual it
meant
is.
to-
So this wine is made by his son Anri, an exceptional winemaker, and probably I know for a fact an exceptional golfer too, by the way, which I'm hoping to get around to golf with him soon. So Anri, please join me with a nice round of golf soon.
And following his own path.
Exactly. Putting his own stamp on the property as well as the winemaking style and the varietal.
So Anri was probably the one creating this wine, and what I love about the wine is that it doesn't have to the tannin doesn't have to pull the back of your tongue and kind of leave you speechless for the wrong reasons. It's got a very grainy porcelain kind of tannin, that kind of tannin that with a little bit of fat will just kind of add a bit more volume. And it's definitely not an astringent wine, a wine that you have to wait for to kind of open up. This wine, you pour it now, doesn't need a lot of, you don't have to really, it's ready. And
Sure.
it says enjoy me. And it's light and it's fruit driven and just enough structure to make something happen in your mouth.
And I think that's the golden thread throughout the whole property's wines. It's consistency. So he's just got consistency. If it's from the diesel, from the faith, from his Beyerskloof Pinotage, and from the synergy, he's got consistency right through with regards to balance in the wine, and that's important, isn't it?
Well, the synergy for me is that freshness. It's the perfuminess, and it's definitely the pepper and spice with the red fruit.
And all thing nice.
Nice is such a bad word for this wine.
So yeah, beautiful wine. I can't wait to see exactly what it's going to do with the meat that we're brewing this evening. Beyerskloof, thank you for the opportunity. Beyerskloof for Beyers Truter. Anri, thank you for the opportunity to taste your wine. It's exceptional. It always has been, and it's always going to be. In fact, it's just going to get better. And yeah, I can't wait. I just can't wait to see what it's going to do with the food. Yes?
Yes, me too.
Well, luck.
Thirsty.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much.
Did you like that?
I like that.
Now let's see who's got the long video.